Hello friends, I hope all of you are enjoying my videos. So let's start our today's discussion on universal logic gates. So universal logic gates. So previously we have discussed what is logic gates. So this logic gates actually nothing but a decision making process. In the name itself there is logic. Logic means it will work under certain condition only. If the condition is satisfied, then only it is going to give us certain output. That we have already discussed in my previous videos, that is your experimental verification of OR gate, AND gate and NOT gate. Those who have not seen, they can go through again. So now that gates, that is your OR, AND NOT gate, are called basic gates. So now I am talking about universal logic gate. So why it is called universal logic gates? What are universal logic gates? We will go into that. And already we have discussed that these logic gates are actually governed by certain algebra, and that algebra is nothing but the Boolean algebra. So every digital electronics is based on this algebra, and it has only two digits. One is 0 and another one is 1. So it can read only two digits. What is 0? 0 means off condition, 1 means on condition. Or 0 means you can say it's a open circuit, 1 means you can say it's a closed circuit. So these things we have already discussed. So now let us talk about what is universal logic gates. Why it is called universal logic gates. Now under this universal logic gates, there are two categories or two things are coming under this universal logic gates. The first one is NOR gate and the second one is NAND gate. So what is the importance of these two gates? The importance of these two gates are you can easily derive or you can easily get by certain arrangement the basic logic gates out of this universal logic gates. Only by using this universal logic gates you can easily go to the basic logic gates. So that's why these two gates are having its importance in the electronics. So let's go to the first logic gate and study it in detail. So the first one is your NOR gate. So NOR gate. You see, this NOR gate is actually nothing but the combination of two gates. The first one is NOT plus OR, which is going to give you NOR gate. So that means here OT is silent, this OT is silent, and you have to just combine NOR. So that is going to give you NOR gate. So now if you go for electronic circuit symbol of this NOR gate, now OR gate circuit symbol is like this. So OR gate has two input. So I am giving here two inputs. Let us take one input is A, another input is B, and it has only one output. So this is the circuit symbol of OR gate. This one, this symbol. Then it is connected with a NOT gate. So the circuit symbol for electronic circuit symbol for NOT gate is like this. It has only one input and one output. This is nothing but otherwise known as inverse gate. So it has only one input, one output. Now these two will be combined. So this is the equivalent sign to give me NOR gate. So what we have to draw? You have to just remove this triangle and take this dot and join over here. So it has also two inputs, that is A and B, and one output, that is your Y. So that means the NOR gate has two inputs and one output. So let's draw the truth table for this NOR gate. So all of you know what is truth table. Previously also we have discussed. So now it has two inputs, means let us assume A and B are two inputs. So it is actually nothing but the inverse of OR gate. So let us have an intermediate, that is your Y prime, which is nothing but equals to A plus B. So what is my Y prime? This is the Y prime. This position is the Y prime and this position will be the Y, that is the output. So Y prime is nothing but equals to A plus B. And what is my Y? The total output is nothing but the inverse of Y prime. So A plus B bar. This is my output. So what are the choices I have for A and B? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So if what is this plus sign? This plus sign is the Boolean symbol for the OR gate. Now 0, Boolean symbol plus 0 will give you 0. 0 plus 1 will give you 1. 1 plus 0 will give you 1. 1 plus 1, according to Boolean algebra, this will going to give you 1. Instead of 2, that is your normal algebra, it is going to give us 1. Now what is my Y? Y is the output of NOR gate. So output is the inverse of this Y prime. The Y prime inverse is going to give me the output of the NOR gate. So now the inverse of 0. What is the inverse of 0? That is 1. What is the inverse of 1? That is 0. What is that inverse of 1? 0. Likewise, the last one is also equals to 0. So this last one is the output that we are going to get here. This A, B are the input. That means this position is the intermediate one. You don't not to worry about this intermediate one. That we have taken only so that we can easily get this output. So you just don't think about this one. So these two are my inputs and this is my output. So that means 0, 0 will going to give us high, or 1 is otherwise known as high. So when the inputs are low, the output is high. And if any one of the input is high, the output is low. So we are going to prove it by doing the circuit arrangement. Now let's do a circuit diagram to prove this output of this truth table. So now we are not going to enter into very complicated circuit. We are going to just use the simple switches to prove this output of the NOR gate. So now I have to take here two switches. So this is my first switch, S1, which will act as the first input A. Then the second switch will be connected in parallel with the first switch. So this will act as an input B. Now then what we have to take? We have to take a resistor that is also in parallel with these two switches, and we have to connect a LED. If you don't have LED, you can connect the normal ball also. Then we have to give supply, and supply is also in parallel. That is very important. So this side is P side of the LED and this is N side. So this side we have to connect the positive terminal of the battery and this side the negative terminal of the battery. Let's try to understand this truth table. According to this truth table, we are going to prove that whether we are going to get this output or not. First two things are 0, 0. So the input A is also 0, B is also 0. So now this is, you see, 0, 0 means these two switches has to be open. Now if these two switches are open, you see, this path is disconnected, this lower path is also disconnected. Means the current that is going to flow in the circuit, that is going to pass through this, across this branch only, because these two are disconnected. So that means the LED is going to glow. So we are going to get 1 as the output. That means the output is high. Now you see the second condition, that is 0, 1. That means this A is disconnected. That means this switch is open, but B switch has to be closed. Now if B switch is closed, just try to imagine that this switch is closed. If this switch is closed, what will happen? The current always flows in less resistive path. If the current flows in less resistive path, then the current that is being supplied by this source is going to flow across here. That means across this branch. You see my hand, in which direction I am telling. So if I'll name it, that would be easier. Let us name it as P, Q, R, S, and this is X and Y. Then the current is going to flow across P, X, Y, Q, P. So P, X, Y, Q, P. The current is not going to pass across this SR because this has a high resistance. So similar manner, that means if the current is not going to pass across this LED, means the output will be low. The output is not going to glow. The LED is not going to glow. So output will be equals to 0. Now you see the next thing that we are going to prove. What is the next thing? 1, 0. The condition is 1, 0. The 1, 0 is same thing. That means the upper one will be closed and the lower one, that is your terminal, the switch B or second switch, is going to be open. That means the current is going to flow across PXS1Y QP. PXS1Y QP. That means current is going to flow here in the upper branch. Current is not going to pass across this SR. So the output will be equals to 0. Similarly, the fourth condition is 1, 1. That means both the terminals or both the switches are closed. If both the switches are closed, then also the same thing. It is a short circuiting condition. Short circuiting means the current is going to flow across over here. It is not going to pass through this LED. So we are going to get 0 as the output. So now what we will do, we will have to construct a circuit that I have shown you in this diagram to understand this output. So let's do the setup. So here is the setup. You see, as shown in the diagram, here are the two switches. You can see here, I have taken two wires and arranged over here. They have connected to this point. That means they are connected in parallel. You can see the LED and the resistor over here. You can see the LED and resistor. LED and resistor. They are also connected in parallel because you can see that two switches are also in parallel. This one is also parallel. And from these two ends, I have taken the output. I have taken the output and I have used a breadboard over here so that I can give the power source. And in the breadboard you can see the upper line I have taken as positive, that is the positive terminal of the battery, and the lower one is the negative terminal of the battery. So here what I have chosen, the orange one is to be the positive and the yellow one to be the negative. Now you see what we are going to prove. We are going to prove the truth table. Now here it is 0 and 0. So let's switch on the power source. You see what is happening? 0 0, this is my intermediate. We are not talking about this thing. So let's just forget about this middle section, as if the middle section is not there. Forget about this. What is my output? My output should be 1. So that means the LED is glowing. The LED is glowing means the output is high. Now the second condition is 0 1. So this should be 0. That is, my first terminal has to be 0. The second terminal has to be 1. So let's just switch. Make it 1. Now you see what is my output? The output is 0. Now let's do the reverse. That means 1 0. So let's make it 1 and make it 0. So this is 1, this one is 0. The output is off. That means the LED is not glowing. This is also a short-circuiting condition. That means current also, this proves another thing also, that the current always chooses a less resistive path to flow. And this LED is not glowing. Now make it 1 and 1. This is 1, already 1. I am making it 1. Now you see the LED is not glowing. So that means output is 0. So for 3 conditions, that means if any one of the input is high, any one, the output is low. If both the inputs are low, then only the output is high. So that means I can do it again. You see, let's make it 0 0 and let me show you that yes, it's glowing. You see, this is glowing. So that means when both the inputs are low, that means these two are not connected, then the current is going to flow across this LED. You can see in this diagram. And if any one of the switch is connected or it's closed, the current will choose the less resistive path and will flow across it. It is not going to pass across the LED. So I hope so all of you have enjoyed. So this is all about your which gate? This is all about your NOR gate. And thank you everyone. Thank you for watching.